I'm so cranky again. I went to bed really late. I spent all night trying to clean stuff up, and then I was woken up early. So I don't have a problem. I thought about it. I don't really have a problem with going to bed late at night. This took me a long time. I can't believe that happened so quickly. To set up afterwards, you know, when you when you wake up cranky, everything bad happens because you're in a bad mood. And then, like, I spilled hot chocolate all over myself when I was just about to go out the door. And before that, setting up this, I'm just so frustrated with everything was so frustrating. And the last time I was cranky and I came on here, though, I talked myself out of it. So needed to just talking it out. Putting the curtains down. Curtains are too warm for showing toys, which I noticed. Toys are so sterile, but for this, then we can put the curtains down. All right, everything. Now I have to clean this up. So yeah, I don't know how I can do it, but I can do it. I have rules and laws, and I guess that's what Tutorial Tuesday is. That's what I planned it to be, I guess, today. You would think I'd have everything cleaned up now. No, I spent all night cleaning everything up, and then I wake up in the morning and I mess everything up again, and I don't know what to tell you. I changed around my Christmas decorations so you can't even see. It's so funny what you can see on camera and what you can see in real life. There was a time in it was the 90s or the 2000s where they used to just they just went with the lights, and people would make wreaths with your string lights and just wind them up, and it would be all wiry and stuff. So that was kind of, I don't know. These are my very masculine industrial Christmas decorations. I had these extra light clamps, and I always need more light in here. I'm always complaining about not having enough light. So I put some light bulbs in them and decided to find the right extension cords, and I even find extension cords nice. I like how that looks. So, I mean, I'm very choosy about the extension cords I have. That's one of the rules I have when, I don't know how people do it with color, but if you are going to do it with color, I guess I would say have like white walls. And if you're going to go to IKEA and buy one of every plastic colored thing, that can look good. I could see how that could look good. But yeah, I think it would look better than if you had everything, like if you tried too hard and made everything green. I don't know how to deal with color at all. I mean, I could do it. I'm sure I could do it for someone else, but I want to live in natural earth tones. So, and it just everything goes, and I mean, it's what I like anyway. There's so many rules to balance here. Do you notice? Do you notice this monstrosity mess right here going on? But I think I kind of made it good because I balanced everything, like crystal over here, crystal over here. I noticed that if I skipped every second shelf and kept everything justified right, that it looked better. But then when I added the tin cans, even that works because I have tin and I like tin, and then I have the shiny metal, and it kind of mimics the same thing. And then the staggered heights are very important here. So there's all, and then the fact that everything is in the same color tone. Blue I don't like, and I'm kind of Asianed out, but this stuff isn't like when you're in your 20s or a university student and you buy everything from Chinatown, and I used to do that and I really liked it, but I would still use the paper lanterns. there are, the big round paper lanterns that have all of the wood going around them. Those I kind of think are timeless, and I would definitely put those in. But I don't really like an Asian aesthetic, even though you can see it, like with paneling and straight lines. There are elements of that in what I appreciate because it's very streamlined, but I don't want a modern aesthetic. And bamboo, I kind of welcome bamboo because it is a warmer wood that matches pine. Yeah, you kind of can't. They kind of are seamlessly blend together. But I don't like to mix woods. I have to. This kind of drives me crazy over here. This one piece, even though it might even be. It's probably I don't know what it is. It's very nice on its own, but when I see it next to the pine, it kind of drives me crazy. And also, I don't know. I kind of had to come over here and even edit that stuff where it's just stuff that I threw up on there. Here again, we have some more balancing. This clock that I don't even use, that I just keep it because one day I will use it, and it's huge. It actually is from IKEA. Speaking of IKEA, and a playmate girlfriend of mine gave it to me, and it's a good memory. I bought it from her. Yeah, I bought it from her because she was moving. And then there are my pillars from Degrassi Street, and then these aren't my least favorite ones, but I put them over here, and it seems that they all go together. This means that it's a good piece, though, with the blue. Oh yeah, the blue stuff, even though I don't really like. That's where we started talking about it. Oh yeah, and also I think I have bags and black circles under my eyes because of not getting any sleep. And then these two things just remind me of I already talked about those. I think I did mention they just remind me of Christmas. Maybe I told you that. I don't remember what I think that I'm going to tell you or what I don't think I'm going to tell you. Staggered again with the three lights here and my lanterns. Oh, and there's people who talk about environmentalism, and I'm a huge environmentalist, and not shopping at the dollar store. And not shopping at fast fashion stores. But I will do that, and I'll do both. But the thing is, when I buy something, I'm not buying one of those colorful plastic things that I consider junk. I buy things that are timeless and sturdy, and I know that will last a long time, and that I can use for different purposes, like these drop cloths and like these lanterns. Also, I do like to keep in mind, I like to buy natural things that can be, they would break down and be sent to the earth, because I do tend to buy things that are like anything that's wood or metal or glass. Those are the things that I'm drawn to home-wise, but I mean, I do buy toys. And saying that you don't buy things from the dollar store, especially right now in this day and age where they actually put real toys there too. So if you're buying toys, you're not just buying it's very rare that I buy the junk toys, but once in a while there will be a diamond in the rough. There'll be this junk toy that's made really, really well, and sometimes better than whatever it's copied from. That kind of stuff does happen. There is a lot of bad talking about dollar stores, and there should be, because there is a lot of junk at the dollar store. I should probably do dollar store videos, maybe one day, where we would go through. It's just that the people at the dollar stores around me, they know me a little too well, because I spend hours there. Not for a while, though. It's been a while since I did that. Didn't make my bed in full today. The pillows are over there. I'm already feeling better just by talking. I'm gonna try to go to bed early, or am I? Am I though? Am I really? What am I gonna do? Right here, my groceries that I just brought home. I really want to eat something, but I have to make a video first. I emptied the bowls. I'm really proud of myself. These toys are kind of driving me crazy. Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull. I could deal with those sitting there, but I think I have to get rid of the dinosaur. I think I have to get rid of the space. I want the space station. It's so cool for taking pictures in, but I don't know where to put it. And then there's original. That's new Castle Grayskull. That's reproduction Castle Grayskull, and that's original Castle Grayskull. So yeah, so I have to, and then I think I have to get rid of everything. So, and would it be so bad? It wouldn't. I saw for the first time in a long, long time mason jars, and there were 12 of them, and they were selling them in lots of 6, and I think that's the reason there was like a $5 price tag on them. They're usually, right now, when you've tried it, they're like $5 each, but I think that's why people didn't buy them, because there was a little extra, only 2 had stickers on them, and they said 6, so they were 6 for $5, and I have so many of them already. And because I have to move, and I guess I have enough. I mean, there's downstairs. I have a shitload of them. I have a whole lot more in different size. Well, the 2 sizes that they come in, but I love. They're my necessities, and I even have extra lids and extra tops in some container somewhere, just in case that I did get at the thrift store once. And I would buy, and years ago when I lived in different places, but depending on where you live and how rural or urban it is, or how, necessity fluctuates, but they are pretty coveted and they can be pretty expensive, but I do have a good collection of them. So I stopped myself from buying 12 more, because I might have to get rid of them. I might have to get rid of everything. And I was thinking about that. And the next time that I do get stuff, like if I ever, the only way for me to get stuff again, and to keep stuff, and to have stuff, and to use stuff, would be for me to be in a situation where I'd be able to buy this stuff. So maybe that's why it's right to get rid of absolutely everything, because I can't have anything until a very miraculous situation happens, which it can't. It either happens or it doesn't. So, and like I said in my last video, I don't know if it was in my last video or the video before, what's holding me back is my stuff. Like, yeah, if I just had a bag of things, it would be I could just leave when there was a problem. Whenever there's a problem, I could leave. That is what I used to do. Going from city to city. My new favorite hat doesn't look good on me. And I don't know if it's because of the dark circles under my eyes today, or I don't even know where I put it. I wore it today anyway, but I didn't like how it looked. I don't know where it is. Let's open up the advent calendar. That'll make me happy. There's going to be toys in it. Which one is the most in the way? I don't know. It's really hard to choose. 3 there. There's 4 over the bed. They don't really get in the way. There's Yeah, we're getting down to it. You know what the best part of the, I forgot, I always wanted to tell you about this, is that by the time you have your decorations up, right, for Christmas, and it looks kind of cool because they're all hanging around. And then by the time Christmas is over, because you keep taking one decoration down at a time, your holiday is all, your decorations are all cleaned up, and it's all gone. So that's kind of exciting. And then you also have a place to do a major laundry. I don't know where to thin out. It's pretty thin out. It's kind of perfect. We're halfway to Christmas, and I guess 12 or 13. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13. So I do have one for the 25th. Let's take this one. There's probably going to be figs in it again after never having figs. And we're just going to get all the figs in a row. Let's add this to the garland, even though actually, let's start a new garland. I put it over there now, but it's already touching. No, I'm going to add it to that one. Maybe I can fix it later. Also, let's finish this. So I did count the clothespins on the first row level, and we are missing one. I think it was 13 too. And this isn't the 13th day though. There we go. I dropped this on the ground earlier, so it's a little crooked. I know I show this to you all the time, but I'm quite proud of it. I'm proud of it because look, it's just things I love, and they go together. I made a sculpture out of them. Anyway, it's just junk. Oh yeah, that's what I was starting to talk about, that all the stuff from the dollar store. It's disposable because I didn't spend so much money on it. I don't like wearing light pants. I think these pants might have to go. There's a lot of, it's a hanky in my pocket. There's a lot of loose material here in these. They're baggy here, so it's not flattering. I want to look small here. I don't know why. I think I want to look small there because I don't look so small here. I mean, I'm pretty small here. I can wear a size 30 pant. I think it's this part. That part. And also I have you at I have you at the least flattering angle for talking about that. And no, I'm not pear-shaped. I have a perfect body. Please. Alright, okay. Oh. Okay. Where's the bag? What's inside? I'm gonna do this whole thing dressed up. Oh. This is fantastic. Today I want these so badly. So that's a perfect little snack for me to get. And then, my favorite thing in the world. And I'm running out. I can't believe how many I am running out of. It's just stevia leaf. I gotta wean myself off it. I'm spending too much money on this though. I put too much in my hot chocolate. But it just, the more you add, the sweeter it gets. And I guess it's got an aftertaste that some people just don't like. but I think you get used to it, or different people don't taste it as much, or it doesn't affect people as much. And I think that it's not available in the United States anymore. I don't think Americans can buy it. But I can't. It just makes everything. I can have all these sweets, and how it works. I know I've told you this a million times. Is that it's a herb? It's like, like mint tastes like mint, or basil. It's just the herb tastes like sugar, but it's not actually. There's no sugar in it. It's not sweet because of the herb. Just tastes sweet. So it's kind of really, really cool. And it's the whole leaf. You can buy stevia in a liquid extract. I have my computer balancing on a monitor. This is not right, especially for somebody like me. Very, very dangerous. Should I shift it? Anyway, it's it was working so well. We gotta watch. I should not be doing stuff like this, especially so clumsy, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's amazing. Costs too much money though. Well, maybe I'm gonna try to wean myself off of it. Okay, that was just too dangerous. I don't wanna talk to you down. Like, everyone knows that this is not the right angle to talk to you from. And the hair. I totally washed it all out yesterday, and then I didn't put anything in it before I went to sleep, and it was super dry when I woke up this morning. So then I put way too much oil in it again. But I think I'd rather it be oily than anything else. We get another mini set, so I guess we're going to get a lot of those. And then this, what is this? Old-fashioned clothespins. So I love an old-fashioned clothespin so much. I was just telling you how much I like clothespins, the new kind. But the old ones are even better. Usually they're round. I assume that these would be the ones that they sell in the crafty store. I think you're supposed to make little people out of them. But I think that the most pioneering ones that exist would be these ones. Oh, I have some. Hold on. Let's go. Of course I do. That's my guess, is that they wouldn't have looked like this. This is a more advanced version of this one, just like how nails used to be square, because it was hard. It was just easier to slice it with a saw this way than why would you want to sand them, waste your time sanding them down and rounding them out until we had actual machines that did it for us. But I'm sure that they would have whittled them down and made them round like this as well. But my guess is that this is the most rudimentary first clothespin. This would be the second, and then this one would be the third, with the spring mechanism built in. I love all clothespins. I love all brown paper parcels wrapped up with string. I love all jute. And then we have this mini in blue. Is it mini? Does it say? I don't know what I did with my glasses. Do I have another pair of glasses? How did I lose all of my glasses? Did I show you the new pair? Did I say this already? Or did I think I was going to tell you about? I think I've only found this pair of glasses once, but I think this is now my new favorite pair, even though it's not looking so good on camera right now. Oh, it says this is Minnie Mouse, because I know that she has nieces and nephews. This one we opened up yesterday, or recently. It's the animals that I'm most excited about. But we are getting all 6 of those and then all 5 of the other ones too. But it was a late start getting to the mini set. We hadn't gotten one until yesterday, I believe. They're made so well. What is this? Just Play? Yeah, Just Play. They make good toys. I'll save the card. Cute, lots of fun. Do I want to give you any other tips on how I decorate my house? No. I think I mentioned this before. I went out and I bought a proper curtain hooks and a rod once, and even though I don't even use those, I keep them open all the time because curtains make things look so much nicer, and they also, take away the echo. But this is what I did with the rod and the bull clip. It's kind of more me, where it's already done for you. It's more sailor, like a ship sail, and it's also kind of pretty too at the same time because it's got the pleats in it. I think I like that more than a flat, but maybe the flats work here. I was told, oh yeah, I did. Bolt clips are just going under the shelf here to hold these in. I never did get around to it. I was going to scrunch these up on and buy some dowels once I had gone into the other toy room and made it so these were all the same unit, because these are 2 different types of this shelving, and that's something that I've talked about doing for so long, but you couldn't really tell, so I didn't make it a priority, and I wanted to really sort out the stuff that was under here while I was doing it, and then I was going to buy some kind of dowel or something, and then I was going to sew a thing in these, and then I think I was going to bunch them up. I think that is the solution that I came up with, instead of having the straight panels folded under themselves. See, it's just folded and then put over top to hide the mess. And then this is an ugly piece of furniture right here, and I just covered it with a huge drop cloth, so I don't have to look at the ugly piece of, well, it's 2 ugly pieces of furniture that are set, that they're not really that ugly, they're just a different kind of wood that I don't like. They're not even real wood. I think they're fake wood, but they are an expensive piece of furniture, or 2 pieces. Anyway, so I've covered those up to, make with a tablecloth to make things more me. Alright, I gotta eat something, so I'm glad we had this time. This wasn't really a real tutorial Tuesday. Loving my chairs to get the stuff. No linen closet, so might as well have a linen chair. Useless basket of puff balls that are useless, but I made them, and it made me happy to make them, and all the tubes and stuff for different papers and posters that I saved, or paper for sending parcels or wrapping stuff, and poles and a meter stick, and also blinds and curtains and anything that needs to be wrapped up, I stick it in there. And I even put something that's blue here. It's not so bad. I don't want anything blue, but little things that are blue, they're all right. The right kind of little subtle pop of blue, it can be all right. So that paper is from the Fairmont. That's what they use to wallpaper their walls. Probably not anymore. Turn of the century wallpaper, or I don't know when they used that. Anyway, it's expensive wallpaper. That's awesome. And I have a little piece of Fairmont because I love those hotels very much. They're not as popular anymore. They're not as they used to be. The richest, most awesome hotel to stay in. Now, not so much. Now they're just old people hotel. But I'm an old person. I feel like an old person. Yep, hanging. Cutting boards hanging from other wooden things hanging from things, and more drop cloths from the dollar store just hanging. These things aren't good enough. I was noticing that the other day when I was noticing that my pull-up bar, which I talked about, wasn't good enough. And I really want those slat things like the gymnasiums, like these shelves. But they are good. It's fun because they are good. They're just good enough. Like they're black wrought iron, and it's close enough. Better than screwing in some antique ones, which I do have some. I have hoarded antique hooks. But to get them from the dollar store, they're very versatile, and they add, because my doors are ugly, which is why I had this cloth shower curtain that I have and I love, but I don't really have a bathtub for it. So because I had it and I didn't know what to do with it and it was just taking up space being folded, I decided to hang it on the dowel and put it there to kind of like, what I really should have did was bought some molding and put molding on these ugly doors. But I mean, I was supposed to paint here, and I never even painted this wall, this green wall. It's green. It could have been a worse color. If it was pink, I definitely would have colored it. There was a time I was painting all of the rooms in this house, and then people moved into them, and I didn't get a chance to paint mine. Kind of unfair. I had my bed in one room, I had my toys in another room, that was kind of spread out, but I knew that couldn't last. Alright, I have to eat something. I'm going to make hummus, and I bought bagels. I know, because the potatoes look so bad at the grocery store, and this is all of the potatoes I have left, and that's really sad. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to hope that potatoes go on sale next week on Thursday, which is still quite a ways away. Am I going to just eat bagels every day? I can't eat bagels. No, I'll just have oatmeal and pineapple every day. I might buy some carrots and parsnips and other root vegetables like that. I know that onions are on sale too. If I eat too many carrots and onions, though, I'll have bathroom problems. It'll be too much fiber, if you know what I'm saying. Yo, whoa. I love you. No shirt off today. Shirt and tie. Pants, even, today. Did I show you everything? Yeah, I showed you everything. That was happy. Toys and little wooden things, and it really doesn't take much to make me happy. Clothespins. There's a YouTuber on here that he talks about all the same things that I like. It's kind of scary. He worked at a pioneer village. It's my dream I get really mad when I go to pioneer villages. Do you know what some of you might not even know what I think they might be basically a Canadian thing. But when I go and I can see like real garbage cans that aren't from the period. Like, it's like stepping back in time, and then you go to this village and you're supposed to like step back in time and feel like you're there in the 1400s or the 1800s or the 1600s or whenever they're basing it on. Usually around the turn of the century, I'd say the 1800s in Canada, because that's where our first settlers got really established. Actually, it could have been 1600. Maybe they do base it on the 1600s. Anyway, when I see a sign or something, or a garbage can that's made out of plastic, it's not true period, or you can see the telephone lines coming into the log cabin, I'm like, I get so disappointed. That's why I try to remove every aspect of that, or like any lighting that I have. Like, it's really hard for me to find any lighting I have looks like it could be like when electricity was first invented. That is what I look for in a lamp. It's really hard for me to find a lamp, which was what I was hoping to find when I took my parcels to the post office today, and I stopped by the thrift stores. This monstrosity, even though I do have my wrapped up Christmas wire display going on here, I was hoping to find some kind of really cool wooden stands that I could put my clamp lights on. And I will find something, I'm sure, but also I have to get rid of everything. I was thinking about taking those over there instead, and then just getting rid of those tripods. Didn't I say goodbye to you? I have to eat something. Please, eat something. I love you. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow.